Kwei, and welcome to the 2023 Powwow Pitch Semi-Finals presented by RBC, Shopify, and MasterCard. Sunshine Tanasco Indigenous, and I'm the founder of Powwow Pitch. I will be your host for tonight's Powwow Pitch Professional Services and Trades Semi-Final, where Indigenous entrepreneurs from across Turtle Island will pitch for their chance to be named the Professional Services and Trades category winners for Powwow Pitch. The winners from the Professional Services and Trades category will each win $1,000 cash and advance to the finals, where we will give away a total of $50,000 in cash prizes to help Indigenous entrepreneurs scale up their businesses. Thank you for joining us. 8 years ago today, I started Powwow Pitch with the vision of combining Indigenous culture and social innovation to create a platform to celebrate, showcase, and spotlight Canada's Indigenous entrepreneurs. Over the years, Powwow Pitch has supported more than 1,500 Indigenous entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level. And this week, we will support 130 more. "2023 has already been a landmark year for Powwow Pitch as we welcome incredible partners to the Powwow Pitch family, partners that share our values. Thank you to our presenting sponsors. Thank you to our silver sponsors. Thank you to our seed sponsors. Thank you to our collaborating partners. With their support, we have unlocked new opportunities for Indigenous entrepreneurs and grew our prize and grant pools to more than $200,000. This summer, 2,400 Indigenous entrepreneurs pitched live at Powwow and submitted their video pitches from across Turtle Island, from nations like the Salish, Inuit, Métis, Cree, Ojibwe, Anishinaabe, Mi'kmaq, and Navajo. We shortlisted the top entrepreneurs from each category and matched them with outstanding mentorship in the lead up to this week's semifinals. Every night this week, you'll have the chance to watch Powwow Pitch Semifinals pitch to our esteemed panel of judges as they compete for a place in the Powwow Pitch Finals taking place on October 19th. Prizes include $1,000 for the winner of each category and a $1,000 for the People's Choice Prize, a $5,000 alumni prize, $5,000 for third place, $10,000 for second place, and $25,000 for first place. Each semi-finalist has 1 minute for their pitch, followed by 2 minutes of Q&A by the judges. Judges are evaluating the entrepreneurs based on presentation, execution and follow-through, and the impact winning Powwow Pitch and the $25,000 would have on their business. Join the conversation online tonight using the hashtag Powwow Pitch. Let's begin by meeting tonight's esteemed panel of judges. Joining us this evening is Shivanki Singh, Senior Director of Pay Plan at RBC. Zachary Pazzi, Adawe Indigenous Business Hub Lead at NACA. Ankita Wasan, Senior Managing Consultant and Director of Advisors Client Services at MasterCard. Melissa Gladue, Business Development Manager for Indigenous Entrepreneurs at Futurepreneur. Destiny Peter, Founder and CEO of Tangle's Hair and Beauty Salon. It's time to meet the Professional Services and Trades semi-finalists. Let's get started.
In today's world, concrete is indispensable. It is the second most consumed product on Earth after water and is used in almost everything we build. In Canada, it contributes up to $76 billion to our economy annually, and it creates more than 150,000 jobs. Hello, my name is Ricky Dankewich, and I am the owner of Blackstone Concrete. This is a company I've built and designed with the knowledge I've gained through my recent business management course and my 12 years experience in the trade. Blackstone Concrete is a decorative concrete company specializing in resurfacing, spalling, cracked, deteriorating concrete surfaces. Key selling features are unlimited designs, patterns, textures, and color options. Quick installation time and interior-exterior applications make this highly desirable. Capital from Powwow Pitch will help me give employment opportunities to our at-risk Indigenous youth and help give them the knowledge and skills they need to build a business that will help serve our future Indigenous communities, as well as create a solid foundation for our future growth and prosperity. Thank you.
First of all, Ricky, my name is Shivanki Singh, and thank you so much for pitching to us. Like, you did an amazing job. My question for you is simple. Who's your target audience? Like, who is this? Who are your clients? How do you find your target?
My number one target audience is residential homeowners. Yeah, and then my secondary target audience would be the city, municipalities, and yeah.
Thanks, Shivanki. That was a really good question. Ricky, thank you for talking about your business. I love the tenacity with which you've sort of taken your experience before and then, expanded into starting your own thing. I think that's fantastic. I kind of want to piggyback off of Shivanki's question a little bit. She asked about target audiences. I would be curious to know, how do you plan on reaching those target audiences? So how are you going to market yourself, get your name out there, and how do you plan on selling?
I've designed flyers with pictures of my past jobs, and I've already designed the flyers on Vistaprint with business cards, and I send them out through Canada Post. It's a target marketing system that I can pick specific areas of each city and send my flyers out through their letter carriers.
Great pitch, Ricky. My name is Melissa, and I just want to know who's your support team? Who do you have working with you on this project?
My wife is the accountant and payroll officer. We've both been in school doing this. I took business management and my wife took accounting and payroll. So she'll be handling that side of things. And yeah, it's going to be the two of us.
Hey, Ricky, Zach here. So what motivated you to start your business?
I've been doing this since 2007. My old business partner moved down south to the States, and he taught me a lot and helped me get my business started. And then the drive to give an opportunity to all our Indigenous youth. I know there's a lot that are having a lot of trouble. So I want to give the opportunity to give them a skill and knowledge to build a business themselves like I have.
Hey, right on. I love that.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cole Dunkley from Lissaguch, Quebec, and I'm the owner of Dunkley's Landscaping. We work from Lissaguch to Moncton with subcontractors all in between. We offer the services of sod installation, hydro seed, topsoil prepping, bulldozing if needed, tree services, snow removal, and retaining walls. We're fully insured. We are looking to provide an Indigenous view for the landscape concepts with designs such as implanting plants that have Indigenous futures. And we want to get into concrete so then we can have designs that show that as natives we're here to stay. So to say, I'd say. And if I were to win, I'd use the winnings to purchase a course for me and my employees to go have a concrete so we can provide good services in concrete.
Thank you. I just want to know, do you know your target market?
Yes, commercial and residential, and people with disposable income.
First of all, thank you, Cole, for presenting. You did an awesome job. My question is, you mentioned to Destiny your target audience. Who's your competition? Like, do you have a lot of competition in this
Yes, in the area from here to there, there's a bunch of contractors in between, but we provide a different view and friendly services that make us different from the rest.
Thanks for the pitch, Cole. Actually, I'll shift gears a little bit. What makes you the perfect person for this job?
The perfect person that at the end of the project, when the client goes outside, they'll see their yard, how nice it is, they'll forget all the problems and be like, thank you for Dunkley's doing my yard.
Thanks for your pitch, Cole. I'd like to know, what is your long-term goals here? Where do you see the business in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to have at least 30 to 40 employees in all the areas from here to Moncton and even farther. I kind of want to go towards Montreal as a market. I've been getting asked to go there, but I didn't make the jump as it's pretty far of a drive.
Wonderful, yes. Thank you.
And I want to be able to hand it off to my kids in the future as well.
Hey, Cole, Zach here. I love the attitude. So tell me, what's your biggest challenges that you face with your business?
My biggest challenges was people looking at me for my age of being 23, but after 4 years in the business, they realized that I'm serious about what we're doing.
I just want to say thank you so much for your pitch. I really enjoyed hearing it. I think you have a great business.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shane Fiddler, and I proudly belong to the Muskeg Lake Cree Nation. My business is Drop the Shop Auto, a mobile and remote automotive service. Drop the Shop Auto offers dealer-level vehicle diagnostics, programming, and calibrations. We focus on providing unique specialties for today's complex, modern-day vehicles by servicing directly at our client's location, with commercial customers being our main focus. We recently just added remote services as well, making it much easier to help customers in remote regions. The venture started as a side hustle in February 2021 with just myself, and in May 2022, my wife and I started working for the business full-time. Last month, we hired our first employee as a remote worker. If we were to win the $25,000, we would invest that into hiring a skilled technician and expand our services to even more remote regions. Together, we can transform the automotive service experience for the better. Thank you.
Awesome. I really enjoyed that. How are you marketing your products and services?
So when we first started, we kind of did a little Facebook, Google, all that stuff, but we found that our best marketing is actually going to the shops and telling them what we can do, as commercial customers are our biggest customers.
I'll go next. Hi, Shane. My name is Shivanki. First of all, amazing pitch. My question for you is, do you have any expense in the business, or, I mean, do you incur any costs? And if they are, like, what is your biggest expense?
Definitely the biggest expense right now would be scan tools and OEM factory tools. Lots of money is put into that, and the subscriptions to maintain them.
Thanks for the pitch, Shane. I can tell you're very dedicated to what you do with your background, so that's fantastic. I want to understand a little bit of how large your current employee base is and what you expect it to be in the next couple of years.
Yeah, so right now we have about 7 shops that we work with, about 6 auto body shops that we work with, and a couple dealerships. We're starting to grow. I would say we're hoping to double that, I would say 6 months from now. As we're starting to grow out, we've now gone out of Grand Prairie, and now we're into Beaver Lodge and Valley View as well.
Awesome.
Hi, Shane. Great
Hello.
pitch, great tone. I do have a question for you about, you mentioned a few times in your pitch about remoteness. So what was the idea behind Drop the Shop? When did it start?
So February 2021 is when I started it like as a side hustle, but May of 2022 is when it became full-time for me. And we just started getting the remote services, and we did our first one last week, actually.
Ponce, hello. My name is Ryan Ross. I'm from Montreal Lake, Saskatchewan, currently residing in Saskatoon. I own and operate Three Sisters Gemstones, Saskatchewan's only bespoke or custom gemstone business. We offer services currently unavailable anywhere else in Saskatchewan, like custom cutting, recutting, polishing, and custom designs as well. We've won a 3rd place in a pitch competition for Indigenous entrepreneurs last year, which gave us some media coverage to the Jim Pattison Media Group. It also allowed us to purchase a 2nd fasting machine, which would allow us to start teaching fasting lessons this year. We were also featured on global national television about the dying art of gemstone cutting as well. We have a few agreements with some local jewelers and a couple bigger retail stores in Saskatchewan. We are currently in talks with those bigger stores for contracts for the business for this year. If we're to win the $25,000, it would go towards expanding our inventory, becoming GIA certified for color gemstones, and we'd be expanding into jewelry this year as well.
So, hi Ryan, this is Zach here. The question that I have is, can you share with us a success story or milestone you've achieved so far?
Well, that would be probably with not the pitch competition, but getting our agreements with lots of these bigger stores that we're getting. I'm actually in talks with some of the bigger stores in Saskatchewan here to take on all the referrals for colored gemstones and that. So it's a big thing to get these contracts going for my businesses here. So.
That's awesome, making a lot of connections.
Yep.
Hi, Brian. I just wanted to know who's your target market?
Right now, our target market, it started out with being local jewelers and stuff like that, but it's actually expanded to our general market of people looking for gifts for their families and stuff like that. People are looking for jewelry for birthday presents and that. We're really targeting those people right now as well, but mostly the bigger jewelry stores for services. So.
Hi, Ryan. I'll go next. My name is Shivanki. Great presentation. My question for you is, what is the biggest challenge you face running your business?
Being a solo entrepreneur, doing this by myself. I've been a stay-at-home dad for the past 4.5 years, so I've only been able to work on the weekends as a bartender, and then during the week I'm home with my 3 daughters most of the time, so I've only been able to work 2 or 3 days a week. So with my youngest going to school full-time in September, I'm going to be going into the business full-time. I'm really excited to do this year. So
Awesome.
That's
Good luck.
amazing. Love the dedication. Oh, sorry, Shivanki, didn't mean to cut you off. Ryan, a quick question. When you look at sort of the competition out there, how do you assess yourself to be in comparison to them, especially in the region that you're in?
Currently, right now, I want to say there is no competition, but that would be a lie. I still am competing with local jewelers and like some of the bigger jewelry stores as well. But that's why I'm doing the service part of my business, because I'm also going to be working with them as well. Instead of contracting out all the time, I want more of the business to come to me as well. So if I offer them services that are not available, it works both ways. It's a win-win.
Hi, my name is Mel Howson. I'm from Peguis First Nations, and I am the owner of Timeless Beauty Derma Spa. So for generations, women have always had unrealistic beauty standards imposed on us. So I saw a need to teach self-love. So I decided to open a business in 2019. So at Timeless Beauty, we offer many different skincare services such as facials, dermaplaning, chemical peels, but most importantly, I offer empowerment. Over the past 4 years, I have served over 2,500 clients, and the list keeps growing. Currently, our existing clients are through word of mouth and repeat clientele, and our revenue has grown over 50% year over year. One of the most important things about my business is the relationships that I have with my clients, and receiving over 70 5-star reviews highlights the impact that I've had. So if I were to win, I would hire a social media manager to increase my online marketing strategy and purchase, sorry.
Great pitch. I just caught the end of where you were talking about the marketing, and I would like to hear more as to what you are doing in terms of marketing.
So I have never really done any marketing for my business. It's all kind of been word of mouth. I have utilized social media, so Instagram and a little bit of Facebook, but other than that, that's it.
Thank you.
Hi, Mel, Zach here. So what motivated you to start your business?
I actually, through what I do, I met a lot of women who just didn't have a lot of confidence, and I kind of saw a need to help other women build confidence, because once I learned confidence, it kind of changed everything in my life. So
wow, awesome, the empowerment.
Yeah.
Larissa, I really enjoyed your pitch. What have been your revenues this year?
This year, by the end of the year, I'm on track to do about 70,000.
Hi, Melissa. This is Shivanki. First of all, great pitch and great, you did an amazing job. So
Thank
awesome work. My question for you is, what is the vision for the company? Like, what are you thinking you want to, in 5 years, grow? Like, what's your vision?
I'd like to grow. I want to hire an apprentice, somebody from the Indigenous community, obviously, to kind of teach them what I do and how I do it, so that we can broaden our reach, so we can treat more people.
I agree with all the other judges. Fantastic sort of vision and mission to what you're doing. So love that you're doing that, Mel. Do you face any competition in the areas that you're servicing?
I do, but I think something that sets me apart is I'm not from the beauty industry originally. I'm a tradesperson, so I'm actually a skilled welder. So I don't have the same kind of mindset that most others do in this industry. So I keep everything as authentic as I can. When I'm having a bad skin day, I get on there and I talk about it, because I want other people to feel seen and know that, like, we're not all perfect, but we're all still beautiful. So I think that kind of sets me apart from the competition.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Mel.
Yeah, let's go, Mel. Thank you.
Anyways, my name's Jonas Nash. I'm the owner of JB Welding. I've been in business since 2017. I've been in the trade for over 30 years, working for other people. I wanted to be in business 10 to 15 years ago, but I felt it wasn't the time at that time for Indigenous people, so I didn't go forward with it. I also train Indigenous students that are a part of my business plan, and always been when I first started my plan in 1992. And yeah, I just need to secure the funding just so I can grow my business a little bit bigger so I can take on bigger projects and take on more students to train. Me being in the trade for the amount of years that I've been in it, because I have quite an extensive experience in the trade, and yeah, it's just the experience, I guess. And like when I first started this, I once I first picked up welding rod, I knew this was my thing. So not fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey Jonas, this is Zach here. Feeling inspired by that. So if you were to win the 25,000, what would your plan to do with it?
That money would be going to the business growth, the expansion plan. Yeah, for sure.
Hi, Jonas. I wanted to know how are you going to market your business?
I don't really have to market my business because I've been doing this for years, and I already had clients before I even was in business. I was already doing work for other people with working for other people. You know, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's so marketing. I already had a lot of my market already when I first started my business because I knew a lot of people already. You know what I mean? And they like my work. And like every time every job that I worked with, like for other people, I was always in charge. I was always a supervisor because I'm a natural leader, I guess. Like from in their eyes, I was anyway.
Yes, exactly.
So and yeah.
Yay. Good job.
Hi everyone, my name is Candice Perley and I'm from Tobic First Nation, New Brunswick, where I opened the first metal fabrication and welding shop called MC Metal Fabrication. I opened the shop just over 2 years ago with dreams of offering our services to our community to help it grow. At MC Metal Fabrication, we offer a variety of services, but primarily do custom fabrication, welding repair and modifications, and on-site welding, along with installation and delivery. Since officially being open, we've helped over 14 businesses in Tobic, whether they're band-owned or entrepreneurs, and over 50 community members. We fabricate and install things for new houses being built, added security bars to doors and windows of the new businesses, and repaired existing businesses' equipment, all while fabricating anything that people request from us. We currently work out of 2 40-foot shipping containers that are not combined, and the lack of indoor space definitely adds complications to jobs and affects our work capacity, but it hasn't stopped our determination to make this business succeed. If we were to receive extra financial help, I am planning to combine our containers to expand the shop to increase our work capacity and to hire and teach community members while we continue to aid in the growth happening in Tobic on a daily basis. Thank you.
Sure, I can go first. So thank you so much, Candice, for your pitch today. I have a question for you. What is the biggest expense in your business right now?
Business, like what's
cost? Yeah, like do you have cost? And
oh yes, it's consumables, definitely. We go through a lot of welding gas, buff and disc, everything like that on a daily basis. Other than that, then my employees and deductions.
Candice, thank you for your pitch. I think you did fantastic, so don't be nervous at all. Quick question about your employees. How many do you have right now, and how do you plan on growing that number, and what's your vision for them as if you do get the funding?
Well, right now I only have 1 employee, but because work slows down in the wintertime, everything that we make and profit from during the summer, I have to put some things away so that when work does slow down, I can continue to pay us. And then we don't do as much like on-site things because it's a welding shop. So my hopes is when I expand the shop, then I can hire more people in the wintertime and we can buy more materials to keep building stuff over the winter. Because where I said the containers aren't combined, we can't do much in the wintertime because it's 8 feet on this side and then 8 feet on that side. But if we can combine the trailers, then we can build like trailers and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you, Candice.
Great pitch, Candice. I love how you're giving back to the community. I am curious, what are your projections for next year?
Well, I was looking at what we made, and even with our limited workspace, we've made just under 31,000 since we opened. And I think that if we can combine our shop and make it bigger, then we at least will do double that, because that's, like I said, with our shop being so small, weather always affects what we're going to do, because we can't work out in the rain and we can't make big items if we're out in the rain. So if we can combine it, then we can build bigger things and keep going throughout the winter.
Thank you, Candice.
Hey, thank you, Candice. Zach here. I just want to say, because we ran out of time, but I'm feeling very inspired about that, and it's good to be nervous. And that was awesome. You did such a good job with the pitch, and keep going.
My name is Quentin Elliot. I grew up in an alcoholic abusive family, which led to my heavy addictions of 15 years. I've been clean now almost 17 years. Since then, I got my grade 12, was employed for a housing company doing kitchen carpentry and cabinet making. In 2010, I got my first contract from my reserve, who wanted me to build cabinets for them, and this continued on. I started my apprenticeship around this time. Then I went to work for a commercial construction company where I was a supervisor and carpenter. It was with them where I got my red seal in carpentry. 5 years ago, I got a work experience student from the local high school and was told there was a catch, that he was special needs. I took him on and taught him how to build cabinets and basic. Today, he is still employed with me part-time. Just before COVID, I was laid off and my little business picked up. I went from basic renovations and cabinets into full-blown rentals, decks, and steel roofs, anything to do with housing. Currently, I have 2 full-time employees, 2 summer students, plus my part-time guy. I want to get into home building. I want to expand, and I ran out of time.
Hey, that's no worries at all, Clinton. I love the pitch. Thank you so much for that. So going on to that, tell me, like, what is your biggest challenges and risks that you face with your business?
Right now, my biggest challenge is finding people that want to work, who think that want to work. Like, nobody wants to work today.
I loved your pitch. It was so good. What have been your revenues this past year?
So far this year, I've made probably 80,000, and I'm booked up until the new year. So.
Hi, Shabaka. My question to you is, do you know how big is this market for you? You said that you made 80,000, but what is the size of this business?
The market is huge, because there's always money for housing on reserves, and that's where I want to work, expand onto, build homes, teach the locals how to build, find people that will come work for me long term.
Thanks, Clinton. That was a great pitch. I know you left a little bit towards the end. I'm going to guess and say that what you were trying to say was what you would do with the money if you were to get it. So that's the question I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, I would put that into buying more tools so that I am able to build homes. I left out that my girlfriend is my partner, and she has 17 plus years in the housing industry. And since we've been together, we've just been making money, and we want to teach our people how to build homes.
Awesome, thank you.
Great pitch, Clinton. What motivated you to start this business?
I just wanted to bring quality products to our reserves. I'm taking a big chunk that the white world pockets, and I'm chewing that, and I'm still able to bring a quality product to the reserve and still able to make enough money to pay my bills.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Aiden Abraham. I represent Forever Framing and Renovations. In Indigenous communities, almost 1 in 6 people lived in a house needing major repairs in 2021, a rate nearly 3 times higher than the non-Indigenous population. 17.1% of Indigenous lived in overcrowded housing. With $25,000 invested into a company like ours, we would greatly boost our efficiency. With Forever Framing and Renovations, we will forever be committed to building something that lasts or trying to better it. Being the resource to create opportunity in other aspects of life, as well as home life as we know it, reflects mental and overall health. Our goal is turning houses into homes, helping our people take pride in their home and stand together so that all of our people may benefit. With FFR, our service is bringing up the quality of product of a home and the quality of life as well. we are FFR. Thank you.
Hey, right on. I love the heart and passion that went into that. Thank you so much, Aiden.
Yeah, thank you.
The question that I have for you is, tell me like a success story milestone that your team has achieved so far.
So far, like my cousin Roger Abraham, he's an independent contractor so far, and securing our limited company name, Forever Framing and Renovations, has been a big milestone for us, as securing our place as a business in the company.
Yeah, getting solidified. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your pitch. I had a question. What are your challenges that you're facing?
Our challenges right now is primarily we work out of just a truck in the back of his box right now. So we have our generator and all of our tools in the back of the truck. So right now our challenge is just boosting our efficiency with a trailer and tools and equipment and such like that, so that we can expand and hopefully bring more contracts in.
Thanks, Aiden, for your pitch. My question for you is, if you win the award money, what are you going to do? How are you going to be spending that $25,000?
Yeah, primarily it would be put into boosting our efficiency with like trailers, equipment, such like that, and hopefully securing a better shed or even just a trailer that we can work out of, and hopefully take our contracts elsewhere to other communities and expand.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Great pitch, Aiden. And I like the little mic that you're holding as well.
Yeah,
what brought you guys to get into this and take this up as your business?
Well, we're fourth generation carpenters within our community. So we just wanted to solidify ourselves as a company and hopefully expand within other communities and bring city standards and specifications, because my cousin Roger, he's taking his courses at NAIT and hopefully becoming a journeyman. So we're bringing those city specifications and codes out into reservations, because a lot of that is very overlooked by other independent contractors.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Dancy, Levi Wild, Niddersinagasan. Hello, I'm Levi Wild, president and co-founder of Children of the North Project Corp. I'm of settler descent and a proud 8th generation Michif of Papa Chase heritage. I currently reside in Amiskwaciy-Waskahegan, now known as Edmonton, Alberta, on Treaty 6 territory. We are a project management, grant writing, and consultation services company focused on helping Indigenous communities in Treaty 6 and 8 install renewable technology to gain their energy independence. Once a community controls its energy, it can go after clean water, healthcare, education, and more. We're in talks in various conversations to sign MOUs with service providers that share a similar mission and communities ready to use our services. However, $25,000 would be a game changer for our business. Without the stress of short-term revenue fluctuations, we'd be able to go to communities, develop relationships, and create solutions that provide prosperity for long-lasting generations. Indigenous owned and community-led, are you ready to help us empower change? Thank you.
Great pitch, Levi. Good to see you again.
Hi, Melissa. Yes, excited that you're in here.
I do want to know, what is the idea behind Children of the North? Like, who came up with this?
Yeah, so it was kind of a mix of me going out, trying to learn more about this energy transition, learn more about how Indigenous peoples can lead it instead of being exploited like they were with oil and gas. And it led me to a mentor that was traveling the Satu up in the sacred region, the Dene people, was sharing solar energy with the youth, and they were just so excited. That's where he came up with the name Children of the North, and he shared it with me and Indigenous youth to create a company around that name, which is where I came up with Children of the North Project Corp.
Great, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hi, Leo, this is Zach here. The question that I have for you, and great pitch, by the way, but like, what is your biggest challenges that your business faces?
Yeah, great question. Thank you, Zach. Wonderful to meet you. The main kind of challenge is the fact that it's a primarily relationship building business. So it's all about me going out, developing those relationships with both service providers and community members. And nobody really provides funding for that. So that's kind of the biggest challenge, is helping stay self-funded, because a lot of these projects are long-term. So building those relationships to get to a point where that revenue starts coming in.
Hi, Levi. Just a quick question. What is your biggest achievement to date?
Yeah, for me, I was able to pitch in like a Métis youth conference held by the Métis Nation of Alberta, and that provided me with $2,500, which I was able to then use to purchase a laptop because at the time I was using my fiance's, and then I was also able to attend a few conferences and trade shows such as the Global Energy Show in Calgary, and the Alberta Energy Efficiency Innovation Summit, where I met Councillor Clifton Cross of Frog Lake First Nation, where he then invited me to attend their powwow this year, where I got to be a part of their grand entry, which was honestly so amazing because like I've seen a couple, and so like to be a part of one, it was just a really big honor, and to now potentially build that relationship even further and moving towards hopefully an MOU with them. That's kind of like been my most exciting. Those are kind of my most exciting achievements. They kind of parallel into each other.
Hi, friends. My name is Tim OLoan. I'm with Reconciliations Incorporated here in Ottawa. I'm Dene from the Northwest Territories. I'm a 60 scoop survivor, but someone that has come home. I'm a child of the residential school system, a proud 10-year veteran, and the ex-advisor to the chair of the TRC, the Honorable Maurice Sinclair. Over the past 10 years, I've been speaking on reconciliation, have shared the stage with other amazing, inspiring speakers. I recently incorporated and reached out to my speaker friends. It was then I realized I just started the first and only Speakers Bureau solely dedicated to reconciliation. We now have over 100 amazing speakers, including survivors and elders. All are willing to share their very unique lived experiences. However, we need to compete with all of the other well-established Speakers Bureaus across Canada. I humbly share that we need additional professional level assistance. And with your supports, we can bring our rightful space and compete at the national level and be proud to bring reconciliation to all Canadians. Thank you, Masicho.
Hi, Tim. First of all, thank you for pitching. Great presentation. My question for you is like, how big is this market? Like, you know, you said there's competition for you, but how big is this market?
To my knowledge, at this point, there are 3 national level speakers, Speakers Bureau in Canada. None of them, some have Indigenous speakers. We are the only ones solely dedicated to reconciliation.
Thank you for your presentation, Tim. You're obviously so well accomplished, so that's fantastic. I'd be curious to know, so far when it comes to sort of a growth plan or whatever it is, what are you planning on doing with the funding that comes your way, and what do the next couple of months look like for you as well as year?
Well, we launched in April, so we have not only received a couple invites to farm out some of our speakers, but we've also bid on some federal government department contracts. So we're successful on both of those. But we do need to get ourselves up on the search engine with Google. That way we compete with the national level. So with some supports, we'll be able to get ourselves up there and be able to compete.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Incredible pitch, Tim. I'm very curious to know what your plan is in terms of marketing. What are you going to do that's going to set you aside in this field?
Well, that's a great question. Right now, we're at the cusp of hopefully doing great things. So we have all social media taken care of right now, but we need to do a bit more work. Of course, we need to advertise a bit more. But you know, in all honesty, we're just starting out. I'm a veteran, so I'm not an expert in this, and so this is where, you know, some additional level assistance would be able to push us up so that we compete at the national level.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your answer.
Thank you very much.
Sure. With limited clean water for growing fresh produce, many Indigenous communities do not have access to local healthy foods. To address these important social economic challenges, our mission at Indigiponics is to promote sustainable food production by providing farmers and communities with the knowledge and skill set to utilize hydroponic growing systems and controlled environment agriculture to increase access to culturally appropriate foods, empower food sovereignty efforts, and create economic change at a community level. So far, Indigiponics has provided free educational resources and workshops for Indigenous students and community members. And moving forward, our goal is to continue to provide hydroponic resources and consulting services for tribal partners. As a startup, we are raising funds to purchase commercial scale hydroponic growing systems and to develop an Indigenous hydroponic workbook series. We are passionate about our work and the potential impacts of indigiponics throughout Turtle Island. And with your support, we can create meaningful pathways to respectfully integrate traditions and cultural practices with innovative technologies to further support Indigenous communities.
What a great pitch. Thank you. I wanted to know what motivated you to start your business?
Sure. So my background is in nutrition and I have a family history of growing. So these kind of my interest in controlled environment agriculture was kind of combined by these interests in nutrition and building community.
Hi, Chantel. I'll go next. Great pitch again. So thank you for pitching to us. My question for you is, are you running this business on your own or do you have a team?
No, I have a team. I also have a friend who I've known for I don't know, over 10 years, and he's also in the same graduate program. So he is also a co-founder with this. And then we also have some supporting team members who work freelance for us.
Fantastic pick, Chantel. Love the vision, the mission, and what you're working towards. So keep that up. My question to you is a little bit about sort of your business model to a certain extent. Do you go out and charge these communities for the services you provide? And what's the sort of value added or return on their investment that you usually get from them?
Right. So this is a unique business model, especially from controlled environment agriculture perspective. So we're really community based and focused. So a lot of our clients, our potential clients, have reached out to us and asked, if we would do consulting for a greenhouse or for a workshop series for their students or maybe curriculum for their schools. So it's really flexible. So it's more about building relationships, and hopefully long term we can create a network of people who are interested in using this type of technology to increase food access.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Great pitch, Chantel. Love the idea. I just quickly want to know what you're doing in terms of marketing this business.
So this is fairly new, and because we were associated with the University of Arizona, we are now transitioning as an independent business. So we are kind of in the new phase of that.
Thank you.
Tansi, I'm Sharon Marshall from Edmonton, now residing on the traditional territory of the Snanawas First Nation on Vancouver Island. I'm the Cree founder and CEO of DEVA, that's D-E-V-A for Digital Executive Virtual Assistant. We help Indigenous women build careers in today's digital economy. Our online program helps Indigenous women realize self-confidence, self-reliance, and financial independence, enabling them to work from home. When my kids were little, I worked from home as a virtual assistant. One time, due to domestic violence, I had to leave my home. I took my laptop with me and was able to keep my children safe and keep my job. 40 women have gone through this program with a 100% job placement success rate for all practicum graduates. Indigenous women are the backbone of our Indigenous communities. When the Indigenous women thrive, we all thrive. $25,000 would enable me to sponsor 5 Indigenous women to take this program, and that's a win. Miigwech.
Hey Sharon, Zach here. That was an amazing pitch. I love that. I love the name of your business, DEVA. What is your biggest challenges that DEVA faces in yourself?
Getting the word out.
Okay, so in terms of that, what is your marketing strategy?
Currently, I have a database of all the First Nations in Canada, and so we do email blasts, and that's how I've gotten all the 40 so far. This last cohort, which is starting September 11th, it's just been from women that have been on my wait list.
I have a question. What makes your business unique and stand out from the others?
I mentor the women and hire them afterwards. So there's a heavy mentoring in this program. So they learn a lot in a short period of time, and I will not let them fail.
I'll go next. Hi, Sharon. First of all, amazing idea and awesome work you're doing. So great job. My question for you is, if you win this $25,000 award money, how are you going to be using it to grow your business?
By the more women that take the program, the more social proof I have, and it's a ripple effect. The more women that are benefited from it, their communities benefit from it, and it just ripples out. And so I will be sponsoring 5 women to take this program with that money.
Awesome. Thank you for your pitch. I love how you've taken your inspiration and put it into the work that you're doing, Sharon. I want to know a bit about what kind of employment do the women typically get after they're done with your program?
They work from home as independent contractors or remote contractors, so virtual assistants, basically. So,
amazing.
Yeah, it's administrative work, mostly.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Sharon. That was really well presented.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Roy. I'm starting a company called Totem Pole Managed IT Solutions. I am living in North Vancouver from the Lac-Laurentien Band, Laurent, Saskatchewan. I recently completed my MBA that led me to start my own business that supports Indigenous communities and IT infrastructure, and learning from my thesis that communities need to grow in technology. I have an IT degree and I have 15 years of IT experience in networking, system administration, and IT manager roles. The business I'm starting is a managed service provider, providing project management, network, and desktop support, and help desk services. And it's a work from home opportunity, giving Indigenous community members the opportunity to be self-employed and to support their communities. My vision is to go within Canada and into the United States. I am the one to bring my business forward with 15 years of IT experience and my MBA.
I would like to know, Roy, what is your plan to do with the money should you win?
Well, I want to get software licensing. I want to purchase like hardware and marketing. Like I want to focus on getting my brand out there to market it because of course having advertisements, it costs money. And yeah, I want to get a logo for like a totem pole, maybe get an artist to make a totem pole and brand it.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Hey, Roy, Zach here. What milestones do you plan to achieve in the next 12 months?
Well, I just finished my MBA, so I just recently launched my business. So yeah, I just want to get it going, and I'm trying to get my licensing so it's legal. And I want to focus on marketing and getting some Cisco certifications, network certifications to go with my background.
Great pitch, Roy. My question to you is, how are you going to market your business? Do you have any ideas?
Advertisements like Facebook marketing. I'm going to look at Facebook marketing, newspaper, Indigenous magazines, just use all the resources to market my business, wherever that's like even Microsoft Edge or somewhere, or just I need to do more research on marketing, but I want to use all the resources, what's popular today to market it. Like what are you going to use, like newspaper advertisements or different websites, Microsoft, and of course Facebook marketing, and to get into the advertising sector and within BC. And I was thinking about like Washington State as well too, so I wanted to do a little bit of marketing there. And yeah, because they have a big Indian casino population, so it's a good business to try to get into that sector. Yeah, because some of them don't have IT departments, so yeah, so I think they would like an Indigenous person to come in there and help.
Great work, everyone. Congratulations to all our semifinalists who pitched in the professional services and trades category. Thank you for courageously sharing your passion, purpose, and vision with us all. You are making a difference through your work, and we are so proud of you and your good work. Now is the time we've all been waiting for. Let's begin with the professional services skills trades category. The judges scored, deliberated, and selected the winner and would like to provide an honorable mentions and recognize a runner-up. It was a very tight race. The judges would like to provide an honorable mention to Ryan Ross, founder of Three Sisters Gemstones. Ryan, the judges applaud your dedication and passion as a stay-at-home dad and embody the true spirit of an entrepreneur. Great work and excellent pitch. The judges would also like to provide an honorable mention to Candice Perley, founder of MC Metal Fabrication. Candice, your hard work shines through, and the judges appreciated the thorough knowledge you have about your business. Keep up the good work. The judges would also like to provide an honorable mention to Aiden Abraham, co-founder of Forever Framing and Renovations. Aiden, the judges applaud your maturity and are excited to see you grow. Keep up the great work. Now, the runner-up for the Powwow Pitch Professional Services Skills Trade Semi-Final is Shane Fiddler, founder of Drop the Shop Auto Inc. The judges were very impressed with your pitch and your solid plans for growth. Keep going, and they would love to see you pitch again in the future. And here we go to the winner of the Powwow Pitch Professional Services Skilled Trades Semi-Final, who is also taking home $1,000 tonight and is advancing to the final, is Ricky Dankewich, founder of Blackstone Concrete. Ricky, the judges loved your business, your pitch, and your commitment to your business and the community. Congratulations, Ricky, for moving on to the finals and winning the Professional Services Skilled Trades category. And now on to the Professional Services Business to Business category. The judges would like to provide an honorable mention to Tim OLoan, founder of Reconciliation Speakers Bureau. Tim, you are a great leader, and the judges applaud your inspiring work and passion. Now, the runner-up for the Powwow Pitch Professional Services Business to Business Semi-Final is Sharon Marshall, a founder of Digital Diva. Sharon, the judges appreciate your dedication to empowering women and for bringing tangible opportunities through the work that you do. Your work is so important. And now, the winner of the Powwow Pitch Professional Services Business to Business Semi-Final, who is also taking home $1,000 tonight and is advancing to the finals, is Levi Wild, founder of Children of the North Project Corp. Levi, you are such a strong proponent of the community and you are building bridges. Congratulations. Great work, Ryan, Candice, Aiden, Shane, Ricky, Tim, Sharon, and Levi. And congratulations to all of our professional services and trade semi-finalists. Remember, if your favorite entrepreneur didn't make it through, you can still vote for them to win the People's Choice Award. The entrepreneur that receives the most votes by September 17th will receive $1,000 and advance to the finals. Visit powwowpitch.org/vote to vote now. Thank you, judges, for your support, excellent questions, and for selecting the winner to move forward to the finals. Please share your final reflections.
First of all, I want to say thank you on behalf of RBC to all the pitchers and organizers of Powwow competition. I really enjoyed the pitches and amazing passion, amazing ideas, and good luck to all of them.
Pitches today were fantastic. I love their passion. I loved how they turned so many of their own personal experiences into these fantastic businesses and turn them into, something that gives back to the community. So it was really, really good. I almost feel inspired myself to go and do something more than what I have been. So hats off to all of the participants and loved every single pitch.
I just want to say how proud I am to see all these strong Indigenous people stepping in, taking a big step towards entrepreneurship, and for being brave to pitch your business idea to strangers. And I wish you all the best of luck.
Yes, thank you for Powwow Pitch for having me on today. This was an amazing experience, and it was so hard to judge. But I think this is more than just the competition. This builds the community and the family that we've got in here. So shout out to the Dalway family and the Powwow Pitchers. You guys won in my hearts.
The pitches today were absolutely powerful and inspiring, and I cannot wait to follow you all on your journeys after this.
Thank you, judges. Thank you to our presenting sponsors, RBC, Shopify, and MasterCard. Thank you to our silver sponsors, Export Development Canada, the Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada, the National Association of Friendship Centres, the National Aboriginal Capital Corporation Association, Canada Post, Meta, Jelly Academy, Futurepreneur, Aritzia, and Raven Indigenous Capital Partners. Thank you to our mentors, volunteers, and judges for your support in bringing the 2023 Powwow Pitch online and across Turtle Island this evening. Thank you also to our executive producer, Victoria Lennox, creative producer, Cyprian Shalankevich, communications coordinator, Keely Thompson-Cook, and programs coordinator, Brett Burrow, for bringing our vision to life. A huge congratulations to tonight's entrepreneurs for their passionate and compelling pitches. Thank you to our viewers tonight for cheering on Indigenous entrepreneurs through Powwow Pitch. Let's keep the conversation going using the hashtag PowwowPitch. Also, visit powwowpitch.org/box to learn more about the 2023 Powwow Pitch mailer box filled with products from Powwow Pitch entrepreneurs. Join us again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the food and drink category semi-finals, and each evening this week from 6 p.m. Eastern Time on powwowpitch.org. Until tomorrow, I'm your host, Sunshine Tenasco, signing off. Miigwech kpijayeg non gomanakshig.